Hello, hello. How are you? I'm glad to be with you, and thank you so much for being here, my friends. Thank you for tuning in, watching this video. What I have been calling for and hoping for, it looks like finally is happening. Uh, I don't know. Sometimes I get the feeling that these people over there in the Middle East either are watching my videos or listening to me, or maybe just some common sense finally hit them. I've been saying all along that these countries should put their differences aside and unite. Every one of those countries is realizing finally that Trump over there, he's not to protect them. He's there to milk them and take their money. And during this confrontation with Iran, that was very obvious. He was not able to protect them. And Israel, of course, is able to attack anybody at will without any response, without any punishment. And this sad situation, tough situation, has produced the what is known now as the Mecca Defense Pact, which was signed. The three countries signed it: Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Pakistan. If you remember, not long ago, I said Iran might join, and as if that was not enough to keep Netanyahu awake at night. Now, my friend, also the what I was predicting would happen is actually happening. Iran has officially received an invitation to join this pact, and they say they are studying it. Um, I mean, if this happens, then it's lights out. This alliance will become very formidable. And believe me, if Iran does join this pact, Egypt, my friend, Egypt uh, is not far behind. And if Egypt and Iran join this defense pact alliance, then my goodness, they become like really like the NATO of the Middle East, no question about it. My understanding is that they will have something similar to the NATO Article 5. An attack on one nation is considered an attack on all. So they're all responsible for the collective defense. And the Pakistani Pakistan's army chief is in Iran right now, and I guarantee you he is not there for a sightseeing tour. I think he's there to push the Iranians to join this pact and maybe to discuss some other details. But he's there. Uh, and I mean, I get the feeling. I think if this alliance was there all along, probably we would not be in the situation we're in now. Maybe Israel and Trump would think twice or three times before they go ahead and attack Iran, maybe. But you know what they say, late is always better than never. But clearly, this pact came in response to the bullying and the aggression. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I care about this video and I hope for it to see daylight. And these actions, my friends, coincide with the very, very tough sanctions that Trump has placed on against Iran, and they're supposed to kick in start today. Of course, Russia and China said they're not going to abide by it. They say it is these sanctions are illegal. They're from one side. They are Trump's sanctions. They were not issued by the UN Security Council, and that makes sense, and I agree with that. Um, And believe me, if Russia and China will not join in these sanctions, they will not succeed. It is as simple as that. As long as China and Russia are in Iran's back, yes, things will gonna make they will make things difficult for Iran. But the country has surrendered so far. They didn't give in to Trump. I doubt very seriously that these sanctions will do anything to change that. And I'm not sure how this is going to work. I mean, if China is not going to respect these or abide by these sanctions, what uh, will the U.S. Navy start stopping Chinese ships going to Iran, for example, carrying food and medicine and stuff like that? Is Trump willing to risk a confrontation with China over this? I don't know how he can enforce that. But it's very obvious what Trump's tactic is. Trump's tactic is he wants to close this chapter before the November election because if things remain the way they are now, his buddies are going to lose big time. On the other hand, Iran's strategy is just to survive, just to stay there and survive and hang in there. They don't have to beat the U.S. Navy or the U.S. Army as long as they just stay the way they are and cause all this tension in the Gulf. I think they will win. I mean, they will win this in the election area. Um, but I have a feeling the Iranians are going to escalate just before November to guarantee to make sure Trump loses the election and he becomes a lame duck president, ineffective when Congress is not Republican Congress and is not supporting his actions. But while Trump, my friends, travels across states uh, trying to promote his candidates and talk to his followers and supporters about imaginary wins and how the Strait of Hormuz is now an American territory because he said so, and all stuff. Americans have their eyes fixated on the gas pump, on gas prices. Uh, the people, they worry about sons and daughters in these ships have been, on the high seas there for they've been there for months and without a clear mission. And I don't know if you heard about the Abraham Lincoln where the sailors were trying to commit suicide and everything. So parents are very worried about that. Americans are also worried about seeing their fellow human beings, normal people like them in Iran, suffer, lacking, depriving these people of basic, very, very basic uh, life's needs, medicine, food, and clothes. This is very, very inhumane. I am sure a big chunk of the American people do not approve of that. And the majority, I think, the majority of the American people are shouting in a loud voice, no, no, Mr. Trump. We need our beautiful country back. We must take our country back. I hope to see you next time.